elsewhere. So I figured, see what would happen. Listed for 1,000, 7-day auction yesterday afternoon with offers accepted. It had 18. I went to sleep and it had 8 watchers, which usually doesn't mean anything unless it's a rare bike like this. Otherwise, that doesn't mean much. Or just a rare item that can mean something that they've been waiting for it to pop up. Then I woke up this morning and it was at 18. So it jumped 10 people while I was asleep from 8 to 18. And now I'm gonna see where it's at right now. Probably the same, but you never know. Seriously, my phone tried to unlock itself, so now I have to wait until I get home because it's on. They kept punching in the. Somehow it got the numbers to come up to try to put my code in. So annoying. Same thing happened on Sunday, but I only had to wait 5 minutes. But this time, I have to wait 15. So, about the time I get home, give or take. Glad I have my backpack on. One of the straps, I was messing with the straps of the GoPro mount, and one of them just came loose because I didn't have it snugly in. Hopefully no problems the rest of the way home. I'm halfway home, so we'll see how far I make it. Hurry up, car. I don't want to go up this hill any further with this bike on my connected to my. All right. I need to eat. I'm just not hungry. Even after going 3 miles to the post office, and now another 2.5, I think. 1.5 to 2. I know it's almost 3. If it's not 3, I don't think it is because the thrift store a few blocks away is 3 miles each way. So it could be 2.8, 2.5, something like that. Or it could be 3 miles, depending which way I went 2 different ways to get there and back. So maybe one was shorter than the other. Alright, almost home. 10 to 15 minutes from here, depending on traffic at this light. And once I get it across, I'll be on my street, just the far side. Need some water. I didn't think it would, I should have known it would be warm today since it's been so warm. It's just, it came out of nowhere that it was so warm that I just didn't think about it. And now I need to lift my seat when I get on the other side of the intersection. Not much. Yeah. Forgot I was still recording for a minute. Almost home. Probably recognize it if you've seen videos before. Don't come here often when I'm recording, but sometimes someone else goes the other way. But this time, it was more convenient to where I was, but I did go up this way when I went to the post office because it was closer. So, I don't smoke, sorry. It's kind of hot though. I think that's what she wanted. She didn't really talk. She just said, excuse me, and then motioned like a cigarette. So I said, I don't smoke. Do you always think? I do. It's not a problem if other people do, it's just not a big deal. I would just politely say, no, sorry. I don't have anything. I don't have any money. Now I have a little, because 3 of the sales I had from Friday and Saturday, they released the funds into my account by rating me, and 2, which was exciting because the first 2 doing that was the bulk, which was like 38, 39. Then I had another 4, I think, 4 or 5 from the other 2 mixed together. So then the $2 one came in a few hours later. Still waiting for one more, I think, unless they did it. I didn't notice, but it was only like $1.05, which is alright. I had to deal with the broken spoke. I was gonna ride the Diamondback, but I didn't feel like pumping the tires. Lol. I had to take out the pressure of both when I put it in my mom's car on Sunday night. One more block, or half block, I think. Yeah, half a block, if that. Okay. Right here. Ooh. Typically take the cruiser frame, but I already have one. I don't grab it. Might as well. Ended up putting a bunch of the what's it called? Tires back because a bunch of them had water in them for whatever reason. So I just dealt with that. A couple had water that I put in the car, but it seemed like they were okay, and they just had they were over the wheel enough, and they were sealed. But I did have one that I ended up, one of the ones I put them back because I was putting some behind the driver's seat, and one of them leaked, and that's how I figured out that situation. All right. So it took me around 19 minutes because I wasn't putting any effort. Well, 19 minutes is when I looked when I jumped back on. So maybe 17, 18 minutes. There was 19 something when I looked down right before as I started pedaling. Got a bunch of stuff to list. Just gonna let them know when I get home. And I dropped it off. Ended up with, probably heard me talking to myself, one pair of riser bars more besides this frame. Hopefully I don't get harassed. I lucked out on Sunday. And maybe because how dark it was, but didn't have any cops bother me. I had it happen once. I thought I stole my own bike. It did look suspicious, I understand. So I bought the cart bike that I needed to sell. I rode it after taking the bus and BART to the guy's house I bought it from. But since it has a cart in front, I just threw my bike inside of it. So they tried to get me, but then I stuck to my story and told them I just bought this and it's my own bike. And they're like, all right, fine. It took like 15, 20 minutes of me saying the same thing because they're trying to see if I'd squirm and then change my story. But I had no story to change. I just bought a bike and had my bike in the front because there was enough space to do so. Otherwise, I would have just walked, but it was a little bit quicker once I got off BART. It only took like 10 to 15 minutes from the BART station because he lived at that time near Albany BART, right on the border of Oakland and Berkeley. So I just rode the bus to El Cerrito, then hopped on BART, and then rode the rest of the way home. For obvious reasons. Too big to fit it on BART. I forgot this morning because I was kind of out of it. Even though I've been up for like 4 or 5 hours. That I left all the stuff I grabbed last night from his house. I just put it in the backyard in a pile outside the back doors to the right. So then when I went out there this morning to take pictures of the bike, I got on Sunday morning because this dude wanted some bottom bracket pictures after I sent him all the ones that were in the listing plus all the extra ones I had. So I went outside to take the pictures and I was like, what's this? And then I look over and I'm like, oh right, the stuff I got last night. I need to reorganize the back room. It's just a mountain of boxes underneath bikes, on top of more bikes. From the last time I started cleaning, I ended up halting it. I had 2 offers on the bike. I'm selling one this morning for $450. Just the frame set, no wheels, everything else. Then complete for $500 last night. But they recently sold for the same company, same color, but I don't know if it's the same frame because all the decals on the one I have are pretty much too faded, except for like 1 or 2. The frame set for one with just the seat post frame, no bottom bracket, no cranks, plus it did have the fork. That sold for $1,400, and then a complete with the pads for the frame and maybe the pad for the stem too. That sold for $2,500, and the current recently posted current unsold are like $500 just for a frame. That's it. So I set the auction for $1,000 because I didn't know what frame it was. The decals are weather damaged, and there's a lot of rust, especially the chain. Oh crap, completely forgot. Gotta take some pictures. Of these shoes. Very premium content at the end here. 27 minutes. Not bad. Hey, we got quicker this way. Maybe I should have went the same way both times. Just slightly different. Actually the same way. I take it back. I went the same way. It's just, there's a couple more hills going towards his house, and the hills on this side aren't as bad, even though they're the same ones. I'm almost home. I'm not gonna talk anymore. I have no breath. Like, share, subscribe. This might be cut into 2 halves, or it might be the full thing. I uploaded a 30-minute one on Sunday or Monday, so we'll see. Alright, goodbye. Alright, goodbye.